Hello, hello, hello. I am Alucard Night Raven, and welcome to my next review. And as you can see, today's review is on the Transformers War for Cybertron Siege Springer. And this is a cool figure. I really like this. It's cool to get an updated Springer, and one that just pulls everything off so well. I mean, he just looks so cool. Now, as you can see, I have him in his car mode, which is an odd mode, but hey, it works for a type of futuristic car. You can see nice green and yellow, sort of a forest green here, some gray, this lighter color here, kind of a light green, I think. On the bottom, you can see pretty much how he rolls up. Some nice paint on the rims. As with all Siege figures, we can see the scuffing, which is, like, I think it's cool. I think it's a good idea. Personally, I know most people, or a lot of people, don't, but I actually thought it wasn't a bad idea. See, nice translucent blue for the cockpit, or driver's seat, whichever you want to call it. Rolls rather nicely. Yeah, and this is a triple changer. But before we get into more of that, we'll get into some of the accessories. So, he comes with this gun. Oh, there we go. Which is nice design. Really like that. He also comes with this gun, which is pretty cool, and they can combine, so just plug them together like that, and there you go. You got an even longer gun, which is, again, really cool. So that's that. He's also got 2 swords, and that's pretty cool. And then we've got this bit here, and this is what's going to help make the helicopter blade for his secondary vehicle mode. But before all that, what we can do is, there's all kinds of storage here, so you can store the guns like that. You can store them up here like this if you like, which is cool. If you want, you can take, see, the swords have this here. They'll plug on to that tab on either side, just like that, if you like. Or what you can do is you can plug it all together, and see there's a tab here that's going, and it's on either side, so the swords pardon me. And then, oh, you didn't see that. I apologize about that. So then this will plug in, that post will plug in there. Then this post plugs in here. You got sort of a gun turret type of thing, or weapon turret type of thing, and that's in the instructions. That's the official way, so it's kind of cool. And you can see it rolls rather nicely, which I like. It's really good. I mean, like I said, you can see the head hiding out. You can tell what the legs are. You can figure out what the arms are. And yeah, that is really nice. So we'll get him into his other mode. So first thing we want to do is we want to bring this piece up. Then we will bring the arms out like this. Want to separate these pieces from the hands. Come on. There we go. Now we will bring these down. We will open this up like this, and then try and remember exactly how we do this. That'll be like that on both sides. I'm trying to think. Oh, okay. So pull this out, spin it. Kind of got it and get it in that right spot. Spin it. And that's a lot of what that's gonna do. Yeah. Same thing here. Spin it. Make sure. Okay. So yeah, spin that like that. And I believe these are going to plug back in like that. We'll leave it like that for now. So the next bit we want to do is we want to pull these out. And then I'm going to bring these out just like this. Separate these more, so I'm trying to make sure that I've got this exactly where I need it. Okay, so we want to just like this. So straighten out this all the way down, and we're going to just like that. There we go. Just like that. It's not quite as easy as you would like. Now, okay. Spin these all the way around. Want to go like, okay, there we go. It's sort of a pain. Let me raise the camera up so you can see more of what I'm doing. I apologize about this. Now, I believe we're going to plug them together like this. I believe. Okay, so this is going to go in. There we go. It is not, sometimes it's not the easiest, but make sure we're all squozing together. Make sure it's all together like it should be. I believe we've got all of that. Let's see. Yeah, so this one I sometimes have the hardest problem with. Right. Now, what we want to do, we want to bring this back like this, and this bit, I believe, this is where I'm having the biggest issue. There we go. There we go. Plug it in just like that. This, I believe, is going to... where am I having the issue here? This is going to... plug in there, and then plug in like that. Plug that tab in, which goes right there, and then this one, plug in like this, and then this is going to come down. There we go. Just like that. Now, I believe we are nearly done. I think. Some of this is just not quite as easy as you would hope. I'm not used to transforming it into its different modes. Usually stays on my shelf, but we're nearly there. So now we'll bring this back in, take this off, come down just a bit, take this off, take the guns apart. Now the guns, oh, okay, yeah, one's gonna go this side, the other one's gonna go this side. And then for this, just plug it in like that. Same thing on this one. And then we plug it into the top, and boom, there's our helicopter mode. And it's not bad. I mean, it definitely kind of reminds me of that look, and yeah, I see trying to... There we go. I think I finally got that now. Yeah. But yeah, so we can see it. These moved now instead of in front, now they're slightly behind here. We got these bits out. We've got the guns on the side, his helicopter blades, and then what would be the tail, and then these are supposed to be that rear blade. So for what you saw in G1 cartoon, it's not bad. It's actually pretty close. So definitely like that. You know, now we got these green bits here. You know, Autobot symbol still there. You can see all that scuffing still, which I think works for a group who's been on Cybertron for a very, very long time fighting. But yeah, so that is not too bad at all. So now robot mode. So we'll take that off. Oh, and it does still roll with the wheels, even though it's a helicopter. So pull the guns off. There we go. And now separate this. Want to separate the arms here. I'm going to come up a bit so you can see more of what I'm doing here. Alright, now for the moment we will separate these. We will bring these down until they click. Same thing here, till they click. And then we want to flip this in, bring this back up, and then we'll bring that in. Spin it and push it up until we get that nice click. So we got that leg done. Same thing here. There we go. Spin it up. Nice click. There. All right. There's the legs all done. Now, his upper body. So what we want to do is we will separate this piece from the arms, rotate it, flip this in, and then flip that down. We'll rotate this back, push it in, like that. And then we got that arm kind of pretty much done. Same thing here, is separate, bring up, spin around, push in, fold in, fold in, fold in, and then there's that. And then for these bits, this is where, okay, there we go. Bring that around. I did not mean to push that in yet. And that'll let us pull this down just enough to bring this all around like this. We want to bring it up so these will fold in just like that. Spin his head around for now, so we've got that done. Gonna fold in there, and then these, they should peg in here, but they kind of don't, at least not on mine. I think it's more of just a point to be at. So now with this, like this, we're going to bring his arms up. We kind of want to bring them up because they're going to plug in. Like here is going to plug in right there on both sides. I don't want to get that in that right spot because these are also going to plug in on the back there to help hold it all together. There's that one. There's that one. We'll make sure that we are plugged in on the back side here. Just like that. And then bring up the backpack. And I think we pretty much have it. And there we go. Springer in his robot mode. And he looks good. I like it. Definitely a good looking Springer, for especially out of the official line. I know it's not the first Springer we've had since the original, but honestly I think this one is the better one. The Generations one was cool, but some things just didn't feel right. This one has that complete G1 look, you know, that we hadn't gotten since G1, and this just feels like almost like straight out of the cartoon, and I like that. I think that is just way cool. I'm trying to make sure that we're all right. Now take a good look at that head, and as you can see, there isn't any light piping, but them eyes do have a nice kind of glow to them, so that's cool. Definitely like the different colors. You got the lighter green, that kind of forest green or darker green, the yellow inside there. Just looks really good. Definitely feels like Springer. Got his chest, nice Autobot symbol, that scuffing on the shoulders looks good. You know, got nice yellow here, nice scuffing here. Definitely all looks good. Looks really good. Now articulation, head is on a ball joint, so we can get nice spin, wiggle, looks up about that far, down about that far. Arms can do a full 360. Of course, when they reach a point, they kind of stop because things get in the way. But otherwise, not too bad. They come out about that far. Bicep swivel right there. Got little over, actually more than a little over 90 on the elbow. And then hands, you do have wrist rotation. We've got a waist. Legs come forward, you can do a high kick. Come back that far. You can do pretty much full Van Damme. Got thigh swivel. And then we've got over 90. Almost full on the knee, which is cool. I'm really happy to see that. And then the foot, we've got ankle tilt. We can go forward and then back only so far. So we've got decent amount here on this figure, and that is a really good thing for, you know, because this figure was like, oh, I believe this was Voyager size, so, you know, what, $30 on the Voyagers? So nice amount of articulation for a Voyager size toy. Now he can hold his weapons, so if we want, we can give him his swords, which, yeah, they're a little bent. So there's his swords. At least this one's more bent than the other one. I gotta fix that. So he can hold both of his swords, or if you like, he can store them on his back. And just like when he was in his car mode, he can store them in that same spot. It's just like that. And then this piece, actually, they have in the directions to store it just like that, which is an okay storage. I mean, it's out of the way. Now his guns, you can have him hold one gun in each hand, just like that. Or if you want, whoops, you can combine them so he holds one big gun, which I like. I think that's really cool. Definitely worth it. These, you know, it's not like a full-on. I think they only go in about halfway, but it's enough. However, you know, enough of a hit, and they're gonna pop out, which isn't bad. But yeah, it's a good figure. I really like it. I am happy to have like an updated Springer like this. It's a great addition in my collection, and definitely worth it. If you're looking for one, I believe, pardon me, I believe Big Bad Toy Store might. I cannot guarantee that. This is one that went quick. This is one of them figures that went pretty quick. But I definitely recommend him for, especially if you're collecting the War for Cybertron line and you need a Springer, here you go. Great Springer. I know a lot of people don't like the scuffing or the battle damage, like I've said in previous videos. I like it personally because it gives it that look that they've been fighting for millions of years. You know, when you're in constant battle or constant war, where are you going to find time to have your paint redone on your body? So that's why I like it. I definitely recommend it. You know, you can check all normal places online, Amazon, eBay, places like that. See if anybody's got one for a reasonable price. And yeah, if you're looking for one, I hope you find one for a really good price. If you have one, awesome. I'm sure you appreciate it as much as I do. Definitely a figure that's worth it. Well, I think we'll end that here. Thank you for watching. I've been Alucard Night Raven. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all later.